In this video, I'm going to show you how to add Microsoft's computer vision image recognition to the Rummy Vision template code. You should already have created a computer vision API key and watched the video that shows you how to analyze images in the Python editor on the AI Gaming site. If not, go back and check out the earlier videos for these steps first. Let's get started using the template code provided on the AI Gaming site. Make sure you're logged in to the AI Gaming site, go to the editor window and select the Rummy Vision game type. We can now create a new file using the template code that's available to us. Click the New button to drop down the list of templates available for this game type and select the Microsoft API template option and give the new file a name. This gives us template code for the Rummy Vision game. This code already has functions to handle the basics of remembering the cards in the game and choosing simple moves. You have to add the calls to the Microsoft Computer Vision API and extract the landmark names from the API response. So let's run this template code. You need to add your Microsoft Computer Vision API key to the code where it prompts for your West Europe Microsoft Computer Vision API key. Now you can run the code by clicking on the Run button at the top right of the editor window. We can see that the template code is playing a game and it makes some random moves, but it doesn't have the code to get the names of the landmarks yet. That's the first challenge that you need to solve. If we look at the template code in the Calculate Move function, we can see that it calls a function called Analyze Cards. If we scroll down, we can see the Analyze Card function that will call the Microsoft Computer Vision API. The code is highlighted with to-do comments that show you this is the code you need to modify to get the game working. You need to set the correct parameters for the API call to tell it which features should be used when analyzing the image and where the image is located. These are the parameters that we used in the example code in the Python editor. You can go back to the Python editor and review how the params options and the data field were set up. Try running your code when you have set the parameters to see if it works. After you've set the API parameters correctly, the next step in the Analyze Cards function is to extract the landmark name from the API response. If we scroll down, we can see the Extract Landmark Name function, and the code is highlighted with a to-do comment to show you that you need to get this code working to play the game. I recommend adding a print statement first to print out the MS API response JSON so that you can make sure that you are getting valid landmark information after adding the API parameters in the Analyze Card function. Now you need to add the code to extract the landmark name from the Microsoft API response. Again, this will be the same process that you tried in the example code in the Python editor. You will have used the celebrities example above to write the code to extract the landmark names here. Complete the code here to extract the landmark name from the API response and then return it at the end of the function. And that's it. With those two solutions in place, your template code will now store the landmark names for you. This means that you can now identify all of the cards in the game and start making some intelligent decisions about which moves you want to make. Let's quickly return to the Calculate Move function. It goes on to call the Choose Move function, and this function is where we are deciding which move to make in the game. At the moment, the template code is just selecting a random move to make and then selecting random cards to use in that move. There are 3 moves that we can make in the game. We can take a card from our opponent, we can force a card onto our opponent by giving them a card, or we can lay down a set of cards to earn points in the game. Our first section of code chooses one of these possible moves at random. The next section then goes on to choose random cards to play depending on which move was selected. If it was a give or a take move, we need to choose a random card from our hand to give or a random card from our opponent's hand to take. If it was a lay move, then we choose 3 random cards from our hand and hope that these will make a valid move. It might not be a winning strategy, but it gives you a good example of the moves that you can make in the game. This is the next challenge. Improve the decisions made here to play the best hands that you can and to prevent your opponent from playing the best hands that they can. To recap, the 3 steps you need to achieve are: first, add the parameters to successfully call the Microsoft API. Second, extract the landmark name from the API response. And third, improve the strategy in the Choose Move function. Thank you for watching the video and for taking part. There are more videos in this series, so please check them out. Thanks.